Hello my friends out there in Dragon Blogger land. This is your friend Iggy back again with Dragon Blogger. So I wanted to show you a video on just how the lighting effect works on the Cougar Revenger mouse. Now this is the settings right out of the box. I haven't changed a single thing, but there are ways you can actually change it again without changing anything, any of the predefined settings. So right here you'll notice there is a trigger, little trigger right over here, maybe a little bit closer, right here. You pull that back and you change some of the effects. You change the DPI settings, you can change a host of things. So you'll notice right over here, these three bars, they're not just there for design, those show you your DPI settings. So if I pull the trigger, I'm on 1, 2, 3. All right, so let me show you exactly how that works. All right, so I'm going to go over here. This Cougar URX system software, you do have to install it only to change the predefined settings. You're saving those settings right on the mouse itself, not on the software. So if you want to take this out, take the mouse out and maybe use it on another machine after you've already configured it, all those settings are going to stay with the mouse. You don't need to install that software. That's a pretty cool feature. So, but first off, to get to that, you need to download and install the Cougar UIX software. All right, you can see here are the three predefined settings. All right, and let me zoom in a little bit on that so you can see it. All right, so we're on the third setting. So let me go ahead and click the mouse so you can see those settings changing on the fly. So one click takes me to profile 1, another click profile 2, and another click back again to profile 3. Let me show you that live. All right, again, highlighted. I don't know if you can see it very well now, but 3, 1, 2, 3. So pretty cool the way that works. So now, let's say I want to change my DPI settings. I don't want them to be their settings. And let me zoom you in back again on the software. If I want to change maybe DPI setting 3 to about, let's say 9,000 DPI, I just click right here, maybe adjust a little bit more. Okay, a little bit higher than 9,000, but let's say I want to change DPI setting 2 to about 6,800, and I want to change DPI setting number 1, let's say to about 4,300. Okay, now all I need to do is click apply. Okay, and you see that little thing that went over there? That's letting you know it's saving the profile. The profile is saving on the actual mouse. So again, now if I were to push the trigger, I'm on 3 right now. 1, 2, and 3. I'm back to that 6,800 or whatever it may be. I'm just throwing out a number there. So then you can also change the lift height right over here. I won't play with that. I've played with it once before and it makes your mouse very uncontrollable. You have to set that in correctly, you know, depending on your mouse surface. Double click speed, you know, how quickly you want to click double click. I leave it at default. That's perfectly fine to me. Scroll speed, so you can change just how quickly or how slowly you want that scroll wheel to work. Windows pointer speed, well, you don't have to worry about that too much. I've never had any issues whatsoever with it. They also give you a Dpi Sniper Dpi Settings. It's kind of an odd feature, especially with the way that the sniper button, or should I say the trigger button, is kind of a little recessed on the actual mouse and a little bit further back. Hard to get your finger while you're holding in there, while you're holding the left and right click. But aside from that, what that is for is if you're holding back that trigger button, that to change the DPI, if you're holding that back, if you're just holding it down, while you're holding it down, you have that, let's say if I want to move it all the way to 12,000 DPI, while you're holding back that trigger button, you have 12,000 DPI. Then when you release it, you're back to what you were at before. Maybe it's a nice feature for those who, you know, want to change it without actually have to change all of their other settings. All right, and then we have the polling rate, or they call it the polling rate. That's how quickly the signal goes to and from the mouse itself. Keep it at 1000, why not? And the angle snapping, it's off right now, but it is a bit awkward because it'll snap to the angles of the actual window, so it's not so natural. All right, so then if we go to key assignments, now this is every single key on the actual mouse itself. You can change it. You can, you know, flip things around. Let me go ahead and just apply what I have right now. Okay, so you can, and let me just click OK for now. Okay, just making the settings I have permanent, and let's go ahead and open that UIX software again. Okay, so now if I go back to that key assignment, okay, let's say I want the right scroll button to be backwards. All I have to do is click and drag and hold. Now that's backwards. Now I just click apply, and now it's backwards. Okay, instead of right click. And then you have advanced right over here, that, you know, you have more settings over here. And then you have macros. Pretty cool. You can make any one of these buttons operate a single macro. You know, if you want to move the mouse left, right really quickly, you can create that macro and then assign it to one of these keys like I showed you before. Let's see, dragons. I want to move that over here. And now that key is dragons if I were to click apply, which I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this just for now and open it again. Okay, so now if I go to lighting control, now here is where you might have a little fun with the lighting. So let me zoom out a little tiny bit so you could see it in action. So you see right now the mouse is looping through all of its colors. Okay, so if I want to change this right here, which is this right here on the mouse, I click right here because that's pointing to right here, and now I click apply. Whoops. Okay, and now the back is blue. Oh, actually didn't change it. Let's see. Oh, because I have it on rainbow. Let's go ahead and change that over here. Now it's on breathing, and now I click apply. Okay, now it's just going to breathe blue. All right, and now if I want to change, you know, these three trigger buttons over here, or should I say trigger LEDs, let's say I want to switch that one to red, just plain red. Now I could apply. And I still have that on rainbow. Let's go ahead and put that fully lighted. Now it's red, strong red, bright red, all the time. All right, so now, aside from all this that I've done, you know, this is my number 1 mode. Now if I switch over to number 3 mode, I could change all that, you know, so I can have my own profile for each thing. If I want to go back to what I had before, the, you know, plain rainbow and all that stuff, I go to mode 2, I click apply, and everything's back to the way it was before, cycling through that rainbow of colors. Maybe a little bit different, but you get the idea. All right, and mode 3, well, pretty much the same thing. You can also export these profiles and move them to a friend's computer When you have the perfect setting, your friends love your setting. Ooh, I want that. Just go ahead and export that setting. So pretty cool. Just right over here. It lets you create a new one, edit, delete, import, export, copy, and reset. So they give you a lot of nice features within the UIX software. All right. And that's about it for right now. Coming soon, you're also going to be seeing a video still using the same UIX software for the Cougar Attack X3 RGB keyboard. It's going to be mostly the same thing, but that way you'll get to see how it looks like on a keyboard. All right, guys, this is Iggy with Dragon Blogger, again showing you the Cougar UIX software right over here on the Cougar Revenger mouse. Iggy with Dragon Blogger out. See you guys.